ragazzi, this is Moment from Inter Worldwide. We were good, but not good enough. We had a very good 35 minutes in the second half, but we were punished because our back line is too slow. D'Ambrosio again, against a speedy winger, is too slow. And the forwards, they tried, but without Lukaku, it's pretty hard to play long balls. I don't know where to go from here. There is nothing to be done. We have to win 3 games out of 3 and hope for the other results to go our way. Let's hope that we can turn it around in the league then against Atalanta. And there has to be some improvement, but this game showed some improvement from the last couple of weeks. Let's hope that we get a win next game.
For Inter Worldwide, and to be honest, another disappointing Champions League night. 3 games and 3 disappointing games. First one we drew 2-2 with Borussia Mönchengladbach. Next one we drew 0-0 with Shakhtar, who were just beat 6-0 by Mönchengladbach today, which just shows we could have done that easily, but we never finished our chances. It's the new Inter style of play. But today against Real Madrid, we went 2-0 down in the first half, managed to pull one back with Martinez, and then great goal, by the way, Barella. Lovely little flick to Martinez, and then another one with Perisic. But at the end of the day, wasn't enough to get us what we needed, so not impressive. They got a lot. 80th minute goal with Rodrigo, well worked goal, went in the end. We had chances. Perisic actually didn't normally he's just good touch and then blast it over the bar, but today he was doing a little bit, but not enough that we need. We're missing that Lukaku. Lukaku would have had a nice game today, I reckon, up against Ramos and Varane, but unfortunately we didn't see him. Hakimi, really bad game from him. I thought he was going to come to Inter and he was going to absolutely light it up, be amazing. I haven't seen that Hakimi yet. Maybe in that game with Benevento, but it's Benevento. I want to see the real Hakimi on these Champions League nights, like what he did to us last year. So going forward, hopefully we can scramble some stuff in the next game against Real Madrid. Obviously we'll be at the San Siro. They have to come to us, but without any fans, I'm not sure that really means anything at the moment. But hopefully we can find a way out of this group. I don't want to go into Europa League. I want to stay in the Champions League. So hopefully we can stay on that course. Otherwise, it's going to be a very, very uneventful year for us Inter fans, especially with the league how it is at the moment. So all we can do is go into the next game stronger. So, Forza Inter.
Ciao ragazzi, this is Bikram from Inter Worldwide. Post Inter versus Real Madrid Champions League. Just a common theme again. We lost the game. We could have won. But in the end, we have ourselves to blame because we aren't taking initiative as a team and as a management. And if you aren't going to do that, if you're not brave enough, well, this is the result that you got to expect. And we're in a tough position now to qualify, there's no doubt about it. Look, for me, first of all, let's look at the positives. I thought, coming back from 2-0 down was a great effort. Martinez struggled at the start, but he really just got into the game really well. He's a young guy, so he's going to have confidence moments. I think a lot of fans get on his back very quickly. But at the end of the day, once he's given that level of confidence, this is what he can do. And, in the end, he could have had the winner if it wasn't for the post. I thought Perisic as well came into the game really well. And as he was starting to find space, he got substituted. Perhaps he was tired, I don't know. But, those are for me, the moments I thought Barella also stepped into the game until a sort of needless yellow card. And then, unfortunately, he sort of backed off a little bit from the challenges. And then, I don't think he would have come off otherwise. And, Brozovic had to do a lot of defensive work, so we probably didn't get to see the best of him in attack. But I could see a bit more initiative in trying to push the ball forward. But, for me, look, the dart of the match, if you want to call it that, Hakimi, I know he's untouchable to some fans, but unfortunately he just was poor. He was really bad, and both in attack, defence, the goal that we conceded, and his decision making just wasn't quite there. And this was a game where he really wanted to impress, surely, because it's his former employer, but in the end he just wasn't there, and he's got a lot to step up to now. But I thought, for me, the biggest concern is our management, which, we just aren't taking initiative. And there were a few warning signs, even though we came back with 2-2, and Conte didn't make a sub at that point. And it looked justified in that sense, but that's another opportunity for you to exploit. And what we already had the warning signs when Vinicius came on, he was finding a lot of space on the right. Hakimi was very advanced. No one was covering that channel. And that's what happened. And any system where you require individuals to make too many decisions, you're going to have an increased risk of bad decisions. And D'Ambrosio had to make a decision. Does he step up or does he try and cover Vinicius? He stepped up. When Vinicius has got space, all of a sudden Ashley Young has to come inside and mark Benzema because De Vrij is covering D'Ambrosio. And then all of a sudden you got Rodrigo free. I mean, that's the problem. That's the problem in this setup, and we all see it every game. And something has to be done about it. And we'll see. But there was an opportunity there because 2-3 times before that goal happened, that Conte had an opportunity to assess that situation. And whether it's as simple as switching Hakimi and Ashley Young, or whether bring on a different personnel, that's up to the coach. But in the end, we sat there and did nothing, and this is the price you pay. I mean, I think it was really summed up when we had a free kick on the edge of the box and we had Kolarov and Eriksen sitting on the bench. Even then, you got a moment there to assess the situation and bring on Eriksen and Kolarov. Even let them take the free kick, sub them off if you have to, because that's the moment there for them. And in the end, we had no one on the park who was good enough to take that free kick. It's as simple as that. And there was another moment where Hakimi did a Jonathan Biabini to Nagatomo when Sanchez is sitting there free. I mean, his mind just wasn't switched on, let's be honest, and hopefully it's a one-off situation for him. But look, man of the match, I mean, it's hard to give it to anyone really, but I thought, as I said, positives: Martinez, Perisic, Barella had their moments. Brozovic did a lot of defensive work. Handanovic probably, even though he concedes 3 goals, he made some splendid saves. But we've got our work cut out. Starts with Atalanta. Stay strong.